Hi guys, it's Alex. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be sitting down and filming a video for you guys today, and I'm so excited that you are here watching this. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys pretty much how I plan and organize my entire life. If you know me at all, you would know that I love being organized, I love planning, I love making a good list. And I have recently started using the app Notion to plan everything. This video is not sponsored by Notion. I asked them if they wanted to sponsor, they said no, but I'm making this video anyway for you guys because I just love Notion and I feel like it is a great organization and productivity tool that some of you guys might really enjoy as well. And I know there's probably a whole bunch of you out there that already love and use Notion, so I'm gonna show you today pretty much the setup of how I use Notion and what I use it for. One of the main things that I love about Notion is that it keeps everything kind of in one place. I used to kind of have little things scattered everywhere. I would have like an Excel spreadsheet for one thing, and then I would have some things on Google Keep, and then some things in like my notes app just on my phone. But I love that Notion allows me to kind of combine everything and have everything in one place. So now I use Notion for pretty much everything. The only thing that I don't use it for is the calendar. I use Google Calendar to plan out my events and things like that. I just prefer the layout of Google Calendar better. I'm not a huge fan of the calendars on Notion. But pretty much what Notion is a kind of online planning / database platform. You can put in a bunch of different databases like lists and grids and Kanban boards and just all these different things. You can upload files, you can put links, you can put text. There is so many things that you can do and it's just super customizable. So without further ado, I'm going to take you guys over to my laptop and give you a little tour of my Notion and how I plan my life. Okay guys, so welcome to my Notion. This is my dashboard or my main page. I love that you can kind of customize things with like little cover pictures and emojis. I just have this verse here from Matthew, and this page kind of just has links to other things and kind of just like overarching things. So I have links to all my different pages. So I have my planner, Zurii Creative, YouTube, and personal. And then next to it, I just have my goals for the year here so I can kind of see them and just be reminded of them frequently. Scrolling down, I have a master to-do list, which has everything that I need to do. And I've sorted this in a really cool way that I've categorized everything. So whether it's things that I need to do at home, things that I need to do for my business, I have one for people that I need to message, like people I want to catch up with. And I have made it so that I can go in here and sort my to-do list by things that I need to do at home. And it will automatically just bring up everything I need to do at home, or I can sort it by everything to buy. So if I'm out doing errands, I can just easily bring up everything that I need to buy, or I can just view everything as it is. And once I have ticked something off, I've actually already done this. I did bleach my turtleneck the other day. When I tick it off, it just automatically disappears from the list. I've also purchased conditioner. So that is a really cool way that I like to organize everything that I need to do in one spot. And then scrolling down, I have this commonplace notebook. I got this idea from Michelle B. I actually have watched a few different YouTubers who have made Notion videos, and I've kind of taken some of their ideas and little templates from them. So I will link some of my favorite videos below for you guys to check out if you would like to. But pretty much this commonplace notebook is just like a place where I can write down quotes or things that I hear or thoughts or reflections that I kind of want to just like keep and remember. These kind of things would really just be scattered throughout random notebooks, things that I hear and then I want to remember. I would just write them down on random pages of books and then they would kind of get lost. So anytime like I read something or I hear something in a podcast or something I want to remember, I will put it in this little commonplace notebook. I will write the tag, whether it is a thought or a quote or an inspiration, the topic, the actual note itself, and then the source of where I heard it or who said it. So I can kind of open this up and it has the full quote there. So that is everything that I have on my dashboard, not too much stuff. But now I will kind of show you guys a little bit more of my other pages. So I have everything linked on the side here too. but you can kind of put this away. So I like to kind of just be able to see everything there if I'm just navigating with this. So the first link that I have here is my planner. This is my most accessed page. This is pretty much how I plan out just my days in general. So I have this little gallery view and I have a little to-do list for each day of the week. I don't have one for Sunday because Sunday is kind of the day where I don't plan things and I just let myself do whatever I want for the most part. But yeah, I pretty much go in and I like to do this kind of at the start of the week and kind of plan out everything that I want to do for each day. Right underneath it, I have a little heading that says to do dump, and this is where I kind of just dump everything that I need to do. So maybe on like a Sunday or at the end of a week, I will kind of be looking forward and planning to the new week. I will just dump down anything that's in my head that I need to do, anything I need to get done. I'll just throw it all in here, and then I will kind of put things into whichever day I want to do them on. Underneath that, I have my master to-do list, again, just linked here. Just so I can kind of see it. It's a helpful page to have it on when I'm planning out my things that I need to do each day. I will kind of take some things from this to-do list sometimes and dump them on there. Not everything always goes on this master to-do list. That's why I have this to-do dump as well. So back to the dashboard, I next have Zurii Creative. So this is where I plan out everything for my photography business. So starting off, I just have brand resources here at the top. So I have branding information, I have business info like my ABN, I have email templates, I have content and files just like invoice templates, media kits, that sort of thing. So like with this one, I have my media kit just kind of uploaded as a file there. So if I ever don't find it on my computer, I don't have it, I can just download it straight from there. I don't really know how interesting this is gonna be for you guys because it's all like businessy stuff, but I'll show you quickly. So I just have a current projects table here. So this is just all the client projects that I have. I have the client, how many images they're getting, their invoices, when I receive the products, the date that the project is due, and then I can change the status here. So whether I am planning the shoot or editing the photos, shooting, and then when it's completed as well. And then I can track here whether the client has paid the deposit or the full amount. I can also click on each client here and open up a separate page. And here I can just see all those details, but then I also have the notes and the props and the shot list, everything that the client has sent me, mood boards, and everything like that. So that is what I access when I'm actually shooting the images. And I can also go up here and change the view to a calendar view. This turns it into a calendar that shows me when each project is actually due in a calendar form. So that is super handy as well, but I do like to keep it for the most part just on the current projects, like as a table view. And then scrolling down, I have my master to-do list again, but I have this linked here with a filter that I've gone up here and added a filter in so that it only shows me things related to Zurii Creative in the Zurii Creative page, which is super handy. So you can just add your task in the table as so, or for example, for this one, shopping for props, I've made that a separate page too, so I can open a sub page and actually see the props that I want to buy there. So that is everything for Zurii Creative. Heading back to my dashboard, the next page that I have linked is YouTube. So this is my YouTube page. I just have another verse right here to kind of inspire me. And the little heading I have for this gallery is just content. So I have a video ideas list here where I just kind of dump all my video ideas. And then I have ideas for Reels and TikTok content, and then Instagram photo ideas as well. So that's kind of where I just dump all of my content and kind of plan it out a little bit. And then scrolling down, I have admin. I'm yet to fill these ones in, but this is just going to have like my business info, also brands that I would like to work with as well. And then scrolling down, I have a projects table, and this is where I plan out all the YouTube videos that I'm filming or that I want to film. So I have the video there, I have the status so I can track whether I am planning, filming, editing, or it's completed. I have a tab for a sponsor if there is a sponsor for the video, and then when I'm planning on uploading it. Again, I can change this to a calendar view and I can just easily see when each video is going up, which is super handy. So all of these videos is also its own sub page as well. So when I put in a new video, let's just say it's a clothing declutter video, I can open this page and then I have a template here that I've saved for new video. So I click on that and it brings up this template that I made that just has all the video information that I need to plan. So I have an overview section where I can just kind of type a bit of an overview of the video and any general ideas. Anything that I need to mention in the video can go there. I have upload info as well, so title ideas, I can drop that down and put some title ideas in there. I can write my description, include any links that need to go in there. I am not very good at coming up with title ideas and writing descriptions beforehand. It kind of gets to the point where I'm uploading a video and then I just kind of write whatever. So this is to kind of help me plan that a little bit more in advance and be a bit more intentional with those things. And then thumbnail ideas here, I can put some kind of inspiration or ideas for thumbnails. And then I have the actual content here. So I have a video plan, which brings up a whole nother subpage where I can just kind of write out the video plan, any notes, scripts, or anything that I need for that. And then underneath I have this B-roll table, so I can write down all the B-roll that I need to shoot. So yeah, this table just helps me track like what secondary shots that I need to get for any video, and then whether I need to be wearing makeup for it, pretty much whether it is a shot of my face, whether it is just audio, or whether it is a screen recording, and I need to add another one as well that is for me in it without my face, and then any notes as well. So that is my video planning template and I love this. It has made the process of planning videos so much easier. And then again, I have my master to-do list linked down here with only showing the YouTube category things so I can see what I need to do for YouTube in my YouTube section. All right, heading back to the dashboard, the next link that I have is personal. So this kind of personal dashboard has a bunch of things in it that are just related to life in general, not related to my business or anything like that. So I have a little daily section and then lists. So I have things in here like packing lists, camping packing lists. So when I went camping and I took all the things I needed, I made a list in here so that next time I go, I can just see everything that I need to take and I don't need to think about all the things I need to take again. I have a gift ideas page, so for my family and important people in my life, I just have a little note where I can write down things that I think about throughout the year that would be a good gift idea, or if they mention something that they would really enjoy as a gift, I can write it down here, and then when it comes around to a birthday or Christmas, I just have a whole list of gift ideas, which makes gift buying a whole lot easier. Next, I have coffee orders. So I just write down my friends or important people in my life's coffee orders here in case I ever just want to buy them a coffee, and bless them, I have their orders. So I also have a mental health checklist, and this is kind of just if I'm having not a great day mental health wise. This is kind of just a list of things that I can go to and kind of work through those things. I have a quote that says, "Don't wait until you feel better to do something to make yourself feel better." So it's super helpful when you're having maybe like an off day, instead of trying to put in the brain power to think of things that you could do to make yourself feel better, to just have a list of things where you can just go to and just work through the list. So those are my lists. And then in this little daily section, I just kind of have some random things. So I have a prayer page. So this is just a page where I can put in any prayer points. So if I've told someone that I will be praying for them, or someone has asked for prayer or mentioned something that they're struggling with that I would like to pray for, I can kind of write them all down in here and kind of have those and refer to them throughout the week. I also have a recipes page, which is not completed. I need to put a bit more attention onto this one, but pretty much I want to list all of the recipes and things here that I can make. So for example, I have a recipe for lentil dal listed here. And then whether it is a lunch, dinner, dessert, or an easy meal, I can tag it there. And then have the actual recipe link there, or I can just type it out if it is not a linked recipe. And then I want to kind of complete this so that I am able to sort this by, for example, all my dinner recipes, or all my easy recipes. If I just need an easy recipe one day, I can sort by that tag and just see all the super easy ones. And it's also super helpful to refer to if I'm struggling to know what to make for dinner one night. I just have a bunch of ideas all in one place and I'm not just racking my brain to try and remember. My Notion is very much a work in progress, guys. I'm constantly adding and changing things to it. This is not by any means a fully completed Notion. Next, I have my reading list page, and I'm so excited about this page. This is one of my favorite pages in my Notion. So pretty much this is my little library of books that I want to read or that I have read. And I can add a book here and put in the name, I can put in the author, the cover, the link to where I want to purchase it, and then the status, whether I'm reading it or I've read it or I want to read it. And I can sort this by books that I want to read, or books that I have already read, or books that I'm currently reading. And eventually I will just have a whole library of all the books that I've read to track. But my favorite thing about this page and this template is if I click into the book, I scroll down to the subpage and there's this template that I've made where I can just take notes as I'm reading the book and write my highlights and takeaways. So I made this template to kind of help me just take in the information that I'm reading a bit more. So I have notes for each chapter, and then I can kind of toggle the drop down and write down all my notes for the chapter, and then I can go back obviously and refer to them. And I just think this is such a great way to read books smarter. So eventually I'll just have a whole library of books that I've read that I can then click into and see my takeaways and just see notes on specific chapters, and I just love this so much. So that's one of my favorite pages. The next page that I have is a money page. I'm gonna have to censor out so much stuff, this is gonna be annoying to edit. Pretty much here I have my monthly income and expenses, and then I have next to it just a monthly kind of a list of invoices. So these are things like for my business that I need to download every month. So like the payment invoice for AdSense and just like monthly things. I have those linked here, so I can literally just click on the link and download the invoice instead of having to go and find where they are every single month. So that makes it a little bit easier. And then I have monthly income and expenses. So I have just a table here where I can easily see each month of the year and then how much income I made and how much my expenses were. But then if I open these as a sub page, and these are not real amounts for March. I have made these up for an example just so I can show you guys the template. But I have this subpage here that has another table where I track all my income and another table for my expenses. So I can write down each income and then the amount, and then I can sort it by the income stream, whether it's my business, YouTube, etc. And then automatically calculates it there, and I can just put my income up there. And then I have expenses as well, and I put down every single one of my expenses, which is maybe a little bit tedious, but I go through and do that each month, write the amount, and then I categorize it as to whether it is eating out, gifts, groceries. I have like all the categories there pretty much. And then I can put that amount up in my expenses. But the greatest thing that I love about this template is that I can go in and sort it by each category. So I can see how much money I've spent for the month on gas. I can change it and see how much money I've spent on groceries, and it just automatically calculates it down there for me, which is super, super helpful. All right, scrolling down, I then have this little wish list table, which is pretty much where I put anything that I am wanting to purchase, not like essential things like groceries and stuff, but kind of like things like clothes or things that are a little bit more of an investment, things that I want to spend a bit more money on. I will always put it into this little wish list table before I buy it, and this just prompts me to be a little bit more intentional with what I'm purchasing. So I put what the item is, the amount, I justify to myself why I want to purchase it, and then I make myself think of alternative options. I put the link to purchase it, and then whether it is business or work expense, and then I put the date that I added it and when I can purchase it, because I like to keep things on my wish list for at least a week before I purchase them. So that is everything in my money page. And the last page that I have down here in my personal page is a grocery list. And in this, I just have my grocery list. Pretty self-explanatory. I have things categorized by fresh, cold, and grocery. So when I am at the store, I can kind of quickly go around and get everything from like the produce section that I need at once, everything from the cold section at once, and everything from like the grocery aisles at once, instead of just going around and getting everything if it was in one big long list. So yeah, that is super helpful as well. I do also have this page on the side here for church, which I'm not going to show you just because there's nothing too crazy or exciting in there that I think is helpful to show, but I also just want to like keep that separate and private as well. So that is pretty much everything that I have on my Notion, everything that I use it for. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you guys have a Notion and you have any other cool things that you do on it, leave a comment and let me know below. But I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one.